So we have a little how to get started with prep sheets video for you, because it can be a little confusing. We gather when you log in and you get your 2 week free trial. So look, this is what it looks like on your 2 week free trial, and you have a recipe in here of a lemon drizzle cake, and within that it's made up of these ingredients, which are available in your ingredients folder in prep sheets. We have the supplier here as prep sheets to show you that it's not a real supplier, and that you will need to put in your Cisco's, LaRuse's, Musgraves, BWG's, whoever you buy your products from as your ingredients. Okay. So before you do anything on the recipe side of things, you really need to make sure that your settings are correctly done. So you go down to the bottom and you choose the settings option. And in here we have general. This is the name of your organization. So in our instance, it's onboarding, but it could be, the Fig Cafe or whatever is your business. Then we have our currency. So these are the ones we've been asked for by our clients. But if yours isn't here, just email us at info@prepsheets.com and we can add it in. These are the measurement types that we've had for our customers. So we have metric, which is standard and default, but you can also put in British Imperial or US customary. We have a default of 5% wastage in, and again, this is a standard kitchen waste. Some restaurants have it at higher, some have it lower, but this would account for the bottom of a bottle not being fully taken into the recipe, scraped clean, or a carrot being over peeled, or items left on the bottom of a bag, or so on. Then we have tags, which we have recipe tags and ingredient tags. Recipe tags are done on the fly when you're creating your recipe. Again, we've done these in another video, but you can have like starters, main soups, etc. Ingredient tags are created on the fly when you're doing your ingredients. So that would be dairy, fish, meat, etc. And again, we've shown them in another video. Suppliers, we've shown about suppliers in another video. So in this new account here, we only have our 8 ingredients in prep sheets. VAT rates. This is specifically what I want to show you in this video because hospitality has got quite a few VAT rates. So we're going to add in the hospitality VAT rates here. The first one being cold food takeaway, which is 0%. The next one will be a special hospitality rate, which is 9%. The next one will be reduced, which is 13.5%. And finally, we have the standard rate. Some of our customers use prep sheets for their bar as well, so they would need the standard rate in there. And I'm going to save this. Then we have our users. So on this one here, we just have onboarding, but and again, we've done another video on users, so I'm not going to go into that here. And then on billing, you can update your credit card details, etc. in here. And if you want to add in the labeling option for grab and go, then you subscribe to it here. Back to our recipe. So we have our lemon drizzle cake. And we have a default price in of $4.50, but we don't have a VAT in. So now if I put in, and currently in hospitality, if this cake is sold as part of a meal, it's on the reduced rate. But if it's sold on its own, which is how I'm going to include it in prep sheets, then it goes in as the reduced rate, 13.5%. So on this slice of lemon drizzle cake selling at $4.50, the cost is 44 cents, plus that 5% wastage that I showed you is 46 cents, which given me an ex-VAT take into the business of 389 or an 88.26 margin. If we now want to get rid of this recipe, so we're going to add in our own new recipes and our own ingredients, what we have to do first is remove our recipe. And to do this, we go back into our recipes, we click on the 3 dots, and we delete that recipe. Yes. We now go into our ingredients. This is a little slow, and we actually have to go into each ingredient and delete them. And this is just to make sure that you don't accidentally delete ingredients. So now, as you can see, we're nearly done. And what I'll probably do in the video is delete this section of my video because you don't want to watch me doing this 10 times. And now my last ingredient being deleted. So now I have an empty prep sheets. And I will quickly show you to put in, we'll add Musgraves. And we're going to quickly then do ingredients. We're going to look up a Musgrave's ingredient here quickly, and we're going to put in 4 items. And now I'm going to create a quick recipe, call it test recipe. We're going to add in our tag, which is test, just to show you how quick you can get yourself set up in Prepsheets. We're going to add our 3 ingredients, and we're going to do star quantity 20 grams. Star quantity. So the end quantity again would be if you know that when you start with 500 grams of beef, but after cooking you end up with 400 grams of beef. That's what your start and end quantity are. So these ingredients have been brought in, but they've been brought in with no price. So I'm just going to put a €5 price on this one, and it's in my test recipe. And then I'm going to put because you can now see that there's a cost in here. And we'll put a €5 price on this one too. And now we have a cost of our recipe. So that just shows you how quickly I've got myself all sorted with my recipe on Prepsheets. I'm going to now go in and delete this recipe, again to show you how quickly we can delete it. And I'm going to delete these ingredients. So even though they're coming from my managed database, I can still get rid of them from my own local database. And now we're at 0. Thanks for your time.